Live from the nation's capital, it's to this music. Emerald City from the CD Just What You Need by Brian Simpson. One of the hottest CDs out. I'm telling you. Are you looking for some good music? Man, check out Brian Simpson. And that ain't a paid advertisement either. The brother can play that piano. That's all I can say. Um, Man, listen, y'all. I got 3 donations so far. I'm up to $60. Thank you for the support. This is all I'm trying to do is get a start, man. I placed an article, The Father Factor, from the City Paper on Twitter. Saying none of my trolls responded to that. Usually I have people all up and down my back on Twitter, Periscope, /Twitter, talking about what a fake and phony I am. No, man, I'm suspended. My tours are suspended. I'm focusing on my dinnerware. That tours are suspended. Okay, the dinnerware is my answer. If I can make this successful, I can solve every need I got with making this dinnerware successful, launching this dinnerware, because I don't have no competition. I ain't got to worry about no competition. Okay? I did this 21 years ago. This ain't something, this is not something that, see, a lot of people think, this an idea that just fell out of the sky. Okay? I did this, here I am 21 years ago. I'm revisiting an idea that I've already tried. I'm just recycling it. When I was doing this I'm 21 years later, I'm saying, man, let me step out on designs. That's what I'm trying to do. I ain't have no input. Okay? I ain't had no input in this. When this guy created this line of dinnerware, I ain't had no input in this. My sole job was just to sell it. That was my sole purpose, was to sell it. So now, 21 years later, I can come and I say, man, I got my own line. And not only do I have my own line, but it's a reflection of the name of my company, the African Tabletop. My prints and my symbols come from Africa. That's why it's called the African Tabletop. This originated in Africa. This is Ethiopia. Okay? See, this is what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to get started. I'm just trying to get started. And you'd be surprised, man, at the little simple stuff people hung up on. I put the Father Factor article from the City Paper, from the Washington City Paper. My son was, so that he was 17, he's 36 now. So, that's been a while back. That's been a while back. And I had just closed my shop down, man. See, right now, a lot of people can't, a lot of people can't say they've had an impact on their city. 2 students sit on the Board of Education of Washington, D.C. right now because of my fight for my son. They tried to deny my son a seat. My son filled out the proper paperwork, went through the proper steps, filed his paper, was running unopposed. Then another student gonna walk in where all his classmates hadn't even filed and won the race. And oh no, y'all ain't gonna fuck my child. You ain't gonna fuck over my child like that. You ain't gonna fuck over my child like that. And I meant it. And you see they got two students sitting, both of them, they seated both of them. And because they seated both of them, that process, now two students now forever sit on the Board of Education of Washington, D.C. because of my fight for my son. Okay, they was trying to screw over my son. And I said, you ain't gonna discourage this boy. If this boy want to participate, you ain't gonna screw over him and discourage him from participating. He's 17 years old. And you're gonna screw over him, and he went through the process right and still lose? Oh no. I don't care what they do to your child, but they ain't gonna treat mine like that. So I stood up, I went to court, I fought, and I won. And I won. Now I won. So if you think I'm lying, man, go check the father factor out, the city paper. It's a 19-year-old article. It's still there. It's still there. Because even the reporter said, after I closed my shop, man, I selling my dishes out of my house. I was walking around with my stuff, man, I still determined. Even though I ain't had that shop, man, I was still determined. I'm still determined. And now you got people want to put you down because you don't want to quit, because you don't want to give up. They want to put you down, talk about you, demonize you. Because you don't want to give up. You don't want to quit. You keep believing. You keep holding on. This is my answer. This is my answer. This is the answer to all of the financial problems I had. If this is successful, this is the answer. And I ain't got no competition. That's the thing, man. I ain't got no competition. You can't go nowhere and find a dinnerware made in the USA America right now. Find this place set right now that's made in America. You can't find it. It don't exist. It don't exist. This is a first of its kind. And I'm just asking people, man, help me get started. That's all. Help me get started. See, if people donate money and don't never see a plate, they say, true conductor, you a crook. But see, I got so many people that label me a crook even before I get out the gate. I'm condemned before I get out the gate. I got some up my sleeve before I can get out the gate. And go back and read the article, and you would see the same way I was 19 years ago, it's the same way I am today. Go back and look 19 years ago, read that article. If you go Twitter, the article is posted on Twitter. Okay, the father factor. That's my story. Read the article. Read the article and see, do you see a difference from me today and 19 years ago? Go see if you see a difference. The same way I stood up 19 years ago, I stand up today. I'm not afraid to speak up. I don't know what I have to do to show people. I'm not afraid to speak up. If I see something wrong, I'm going to say something. And people still want to label you some kind of con artist. You up to something. You're too good to be true. And I don't understand, man. What else can I do? What else can I do? I woke up this morning, man, and that article was on my mind. I haven't seen that article in years. That article was on my mind, The Father Factor. And I did some research and I found it on City Paper. And I posted it. And when I read it, I get down to the bottom of the article. It's talking about the African tabletop. What a coincidence. Here I am trying to relaunch the African tabletop. And there's a story in the paper that you can see from, see, that was 19 years ago. I opened a shop 21 years ago. So that means 2 years after the shop, man, I'm still trying. I'm still out there hustling, man. Just because I closed the shop don't mean it was the end. And that's how, but I'm a loser. I'm a con man. I'm up to something. But there's my story. There's my story. There's my story. I didn't make this up. Yeah, man, my kid's mom took off. Yeah, she took off. Thank you, man. She took off. Yeah, my kid's mother took off. I ain't seen her in over 30 years. I don't know if she dead or alive. And I'm not embarrassed about it either. Because I did my part. I did my part. Did I make some mistakes? Absolutely. Because I was a father learning how to be a father by trial and error. Because most Black men come out of broken homes. So they don't have examples of what parenting is all about. So the only example I had was my grandmama. And my grandmama was a disciplinarian. That's the only example I had. Okay, so you know, uh, um, one thing about kids, no matter how much you love them, they still got their own will, and sometimes they will ain't your will. Let me say that again. See, you got children, no matter how much you love them, sometimes they will ain't your will. They don't want what you want. They don't want to do what you want them to do. They want to do what they want to do. And sometimes what they want to do is destructive and they can't see it. You see it, but they can't see it. And in their defiance, see, no matter how much you love them, man, they still got their own will. Sometimes they will ain't your will. And that's when the rubber meets the road. When your will ain't your children's will, that's when the rubber is meeting the road as a parent. That's when the rubber meets the road. I'm serious, man. You know, and it's not let me see, how can I say this? We need to get back to the families. We need to get back to the families. If we're gonna heal this world, man, we gotta get back to families. Too many families are torn apart right now. Too many families are torn apart. And it's kind of discouraging to keep talking about it. Everybody see it. But folk turn like they don't even pay attention to it. Everybody know what I'm saying is true. But so okay. So what, true conductor? What you gonna do? And maybe sometimes that can be a downfall to be too caring about what's going on with people, because some people don't care. Okay, so look, man. And somebody said they made a donation. Let me see if they telling me the truth. Yeah, no, you ain't made no donation. I don't know why you lied, man. Why you lied? You ain't made no donation, did you? Oh, who is this? Let me see. Uh, who was that said they made it? Golf Hawk. You Dyson? Golf Hawk, are you Dyson? Are you Golf Hawk, are you Dyson? You ain't donation. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you did. I guess it must be you. That must be you. Must be you. Okay. All right. So hey man, it's the truth conductor. Um I got 3 donations so far. I'm up to $60. You know, I'm up to $60 so far. No, I'm not discouraged, man. I'm not discouraged. No, I'm not discouraged at all. Because if don't nobody want to participate, I just let the money be refunded. That's how they ain't gonna lose nothing. People ain't gonna lose nothing, man. If I can't go get me no dishes, I don't care how much money is in there. If it ain't enough for me to go and order some dishes, it's gonna be refunded. That's just how I'm gonna walk in my integrity on this. If people don't want to give me no, say they put five, man, I can't do nothing with no $5,000. $5,000 ain't gonna get me no order of dishes. Let that money go back. Let them people have their money back, man. Thank you for the 5,000. But why take 5,000 under false pretense when I'm trying to buy dishes? I want to lunch some dishes. I get my dishes lunch, man. All my financial problems are solved. Let me get a dish in my hand, man. Shit, I'm selling this. This is my opportunity. You think if I can get a prototype in my hand, my creation, that I can't sell it? Oh hell no! Shoot, let me tell you something. Especially when I come down to this color right here, I better sell some when it come down to this color. Okay? This is Jamaican fag. I bet Jamaica, you better not let me down. You better not let me down, Jamaica. You better not let me down, Jamaica. No, I'm telling you, man. Jamaica, you better not let me down. This is what I'm talking about. And let me show you something. Ain't nobody even thought, man, why don't we put flag colors on plates? That's what people honor. Flag colors. People honor their flag colors. And I'm saying put them on some plates. Genius idea, true conductor. That's all I'm saying. What Jamaican? Whether white, Asian, Chinese, what Jamaican is gonna be upset that their colors are on a plate? I mean, seriously, come on, let's talk. Or what Ethiopian is gonna be upset that their colors on a plate. And then somebody might like the tiger print. On a mud cloth print. Or the leopard print. And I think this one is going to pop. The zebra print. That's what I'm trying to do, y'all. And ain't nobody doing it. Nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing what I'm doing. And see, when nobody's doing what you're doing, you set the rules. If you're the first one, you set the rules. It's done the way you said it should be done. You're the first one. How can somebody come and say, oh, I know I can get this somewhere else? Really? Made in America? You might can get it made in China. You might can. But you ain't gonna find nothing like this made in America. Man, I'm trying to produce some American jobs. And this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put some Americans to work, to help some American families. My stuff is made in the US. I ain't sending this overseas. It's made right here in the good US of A. It's where my stuff is made. And you know, and made in the USA used to mean something. It used to mean something. And now when I tell people my stuff, oh, that's too expensive. Made in the United States, oh, that's too expensive. Made in the United States, that's too expensive. Really? You that indoctrinated on cheap that you would turn your back on something that's made in your own country? I mean, come on, man. So for all my trolls, go to my Twitter page, see the father factor, read the story. Read the story and come on back and criticize it. Go read the father factor and come on back with your criticism. Let me see what kind of criticism you're gonna bring back. Go and read it. The father factor, it's on there. All of them. Okay? Read it. And come on back and tell me what you think. Okay? Tell me what you think. 19 years ago. That was 19 years ago. And here I am revisiting the African tabletop. And it's mentioned in that article. The African tabletop is mentioned in that article. Sure is. Okay. I still hustling, man. Still hustling. Just because the storefront closed. Still hustling, boy. Still hustling. Still trying. And here I am 21 years later, revisiting the idea with my own designs. That's a story within itself. 21 years later, I come with my own design. First time I tried it, it didn't work. 21 years later, I come with my own designs. Grand slam. Grand slam. Because you got to admit, whether you like me or not, boy, you got to admit, it's some good looking stuff. Whether you like me or not. And see, this is my stimulus money right here. This my stimulus money right here. Okay? So I can show you where my stimulus money went to. My stimulus money went into getting these designs for my dinnerware. Okay? That's where my stimulus money went. A lot of people can't show you nothing they got with their stimulus money. I took my stimulus money and I'm reinvesting it back into America. That's what I'm doing with my stimulus money. I'm reinvesting my stimulus money back into America. Okay? Because my stuff is made in America. All right? My stuff is made in America. So that money that I got, here it is right here. This is my stimulus money right here. Okay? My stimulus money. I'm investing my stimulus money back into America. And all I'm asking you for is your help. That's all I'm asking. Help me get started. Help me get started, man. Help me get started. I got, I wondered did Bill Gates have it like this when he first started? I wonder, is this what it was like for him? Can you imagine if you knew Bill Gates back when he was getting started with Microsoft? Can you imagine what people were saying back then? One of my classmates, she knows somebody that know him, said, well, what if I had invested in him 27 years ago? What if you had the opportunity to invest in something? Gonna create accessories. This idea right here, it's not just a dinnerware. This is just a start. This is the twig. It's gonna grow into something. This is just a twig. This gonna grow into something. What is accessories to go with stuff like this? Napkins, napkin ring holders, placemats. Look at all of the other accessories that you're gonna need with this style, with this. See, these are gonna create another market. It's not more than just wear. You gotta have accessories to go with this. See, people ain't even considering that. What about the accessories that's going to have to go with the dinnerware? Hadn't thought of that, True Conductor. And see, even as far as dinner pieces, you got bowls, you got chargers. A charger is nothing but a big plate that they sit on. That's all a charger is. It's just a big plate that they sit on. That's the charger. Okay? But you had to have all kinds of accessories that you got. Napkins. See, it's just opening up a whole bunch of things, man. And this is and this concept is going to turn the tabletop industry upside down. This is what's been overlooked. This idea has been overlooked, and people wear it on their back every day. They wear this stuff on you. How many times you see a leopard print, a woman with a leopard print, leopard shoes, leopard pants, a leopard blouse, a leopard jacket? They wearing them on their back right now. And the question is, which one of these is going to be the top seller? One of them going to have to be the top seller. One got to be. Nobody get no government money, man. Hell no. Shit. I ain't fooling around with the government, man. There's too many people now lying, trying to get that money. Because why you gotta lie about it? You ain't got to lie about it. You know, if you qualify, I got people right now texting me. Do you need a business loan? Great rates. I said, what's the rate for bad credit? You got great rates. What's the rate for bad credit? And put a big smiling emoji, and I got bad credit, man. You ain't gonna give me no loan. You wasting my time and yours. Because all you're gonna do is run my credit score down with an inquiry, and I got to work and build it back up. You know, see, some folks be trying to think you can get something for nothing, man. Y'all, it ain't something. You can't get something for nothing. You cannot get something for nothing. It don't exist. And so many people be trying to get something for nothing. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. You ain't gonna get something for nothing. And you get a disappointment, is what you're gonna be getting. Disappointed. All right. So hey, if I get support, man, cool. If I don't get support, cool. Cool. I'm not gonna argue about it. I'm not gonna trip with it, man. I'm not gonna trip with it no more. You know? Um, no, I'm not gonna trip. Ask for a chance. Showed you my idea. If people don't think, obviously to this point, folks think the idea is good. To this point, people don't think it's a good idea. I ain't got no donations, but 3. So evidently, don't nobody think this is a good idea. They don't. They don't think it's a good idea so far. You know, the idea is not selling. I mean, that's just the reality. That's just the reality. Because if people thought it was a good idea, I wouldn't have to beg like this, man. My cash app, I mean my GoFundMe would be like bam, 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 bam. Yeah, we want to see that. Nobody doing it. I help you out. I help you out. So evidently, you know, people don't think it's a good idea. It's not a good idea yet. And so that's all you can do is try. And let the chips fall where they may. This is my answer to every problem I have. I can make this successful. That's the answer to all my problems right there at dinnerware. That's my answer. And that's what I'm going to focus on. That's what I'm going to focus on. That's my answer. Overnight, sales overnight solve all my problems financially. Hell, I can even go get my wife. Yeah, I can even go get my wife. You know, shit. Yeah, man, come on, y'all donate. Come on, man. Support a brother. You know, she's sitting right there patiently, waiting for me to get this thing going so I can come get her. So hit me up, man. Let me help me get this joint off the ground so I can go get my woman. I ain't seen her in 2 years, man. I mean, her birthday is next month. I ain't seen my wife in 2 years, man. 2 years. Me and my wife been separated. She went back to the Philippines 2019 in June. And of course, December, the pandemic break out. 2020, the pandemic break out. So even if I wanted to get to her, I can't. They ain't let nobody come into the Philippines. And she's sitting right there patiently waiting, man. And this is my answer right here. This is my answer. People can point to something and say, this is my answer. If I can launch this dinnerware, right, this is the answer that I've been looking for. That's the answer. And all I'm asking, man, help me out. Help me out. Help me get started. That's all I need. Help me get started. Help me get started. And I promise you, I'll always pay it forward. I promise you that. I'll be on the lookout for businesses just like mine that's trying to get a foothold. I'll go drop some cash on in here, man. Don't tell nobody. Here's some money. Hold you over a little bit. And that's how you have to help people, man. Do stuff from your heart. That's where it's genuine. When it comes from your heart, that's where it's genuine. Most folk do it out of their heads, and it's a string attached to that. See, when somebody be doing stuff to you for you out of their head, they got a string attached to that. They looking for something in return. They're looking for something in return. When people do something for you out of their head, they're looking for something in return. But man, that joker that's doing something for you out of his heart, he don't want nothing. That's coming out of his heart. The fulfillment that he gets out of or she gets out of their heart, man. A lot of people get fulfillment helping people. It's fulfilling for them to be helpful. That's when it's coming out of their heart, man. And see, when an opportunity come out of your heart, that's an opportunity that you recognize when it walks up on you. It ain't something you plan. It's something you recognize when it comes upon you. Yeah. So that's how that works. Okay. So rarely, man, do you have an opportunity in life that nobody else is doing. Rarely do you get that opportunity to be the first one. And I got such opportunity to be the first one to release a line of dinnerware of this kind. I got that opportunity to be the first to release this style of dinnerware that's made in America. That's made in America. Okay? We don't have a line of dinnerware like this that's made in America. And that's what I'm trying to solve. I want to be the first to offer this style this style of dinnerware. It don't even exist. Don't even exist. Don't even exist. And I'm just asking, man, help me out. Help me learn something that don't even exist. Don't even exist. Don't even exist. Don't even exist. And I can say, judging from the response that I've gotten so far. So far, people are not impressed. So far, you know, ain't nobody said, hey, I think that's a good concept. And see, I got a lot of people put me down because it's on paper. Everything you use start on paper. Everything you wear starts on paper. You got to put it on paper first. That house you living in came off a piece of paper. That car you driving came off a piece of paper. Them shoes you walking in came off a piece of paper. You got to put it on paper to see what it look like. That's where you start, on paper. And I got critics that criticize me because I put my dinnerware on paper to see what it looked like. My trolls actually criticize me. Oh, that's just some laminated paper. I got to see what it looked like. I got, this is giraffe. This is giraffe design right here. Got to see what it looked like. Got to see what it looked like. Now, and I learned something about this design because the ladies like to hide our lipstick. And I said, I'll be damned. Ain't that a good idea? When my women are conscious of their lipstick on a cup. And she said, take that band that you got at the bottom and put it up at the top because it will hide the lipstick. Done deal. Done deal. Just like that. And let me tell y'all something else. Man, let me say that again. Dead. What do you mean, true conductor? Your ideas always be expanded. Your ideas should always be expanding. You should see different levels of your idea. And let me tell you about ideas. Okay, see, an idea is only going to show you the positive side when it presents itself. An idea is only going to show you the positive side when it presents itself. It ain't going to show you where the pitfalls are. It ain't going to show you where the hazards are. It ain't going to show you where the roadblocks are. It's only going to show you how much money you can make, okay? See, and a lot of people embrace their ideas and they don't work. And they get discouraged and they give up. Okay? Wait a minute. Ain't no chats over here. Let's see. I guess shoot, ain't nobody on here. On YouTube, ain't nobody saying nothing. I guess they listen. Can y'all hear me? I guess not. YouTube. Can you put a comment or something in? I just noticed this thing is blank. I just been talking, man. And I noticed ain't no comments. Usually some comments up. Can you put some comments up? I guess not. I guess